So you thought the Alpaca was a crazy bike? Wait till you try out the King Crab, aka the Tron bike, aka Bat Cycle. This one is crazy, and it really reminds me of the Alpaca. And you can do the same move. First CP a white belt, you can activate the camera, like the fail area, and still move on to the next checkpoint. And that is pretty much the only way you're able to do that first checkpoint with the King Crab. The first day that I was trying out the King Crab, Psycad, who's somebody that tested out the bike and helped craft this monstrosity, was telling me that, in fact, white belt is possible with this bike. I didn't believe him at first. I was really skeptical. I had a really tough time trying to figure out that first jump on this checkpoint and figuring out how to land on this wall properly. But yeah, it's possible. It takes a little bit of training and kind of thinking outside the box, you know, just like the Alpaca. It's like a puzzle, trying to figure out how the bike operates, what it can and cannot do. One of the main things that the King Crab struggles with is doing a bunny hop. So the traditional method would be you can just drag your back wheel across this and then lean forward as you're hopping off of it to get more horizontal distance. With the King Crab, you just have to drag your back wheel the entire time and just stay lean back and get as much surface area as possible when doing any sort of horizontal jump. I've been testing out a lot of different tracks, mostly extremes, on the base game and DLC stuff, but the only ones that I've had success with are Car Park Club, Sewer Rat, and Klondike. So on Klondike, there's a couple of parts that have those really long horizontal jumps that are very tough to get down, but it is possible. The next big challenge I have for this bike is to pass Hong Kong Harbor. And apparently it's doable because the King Crab is available on the world map with it. It really doesn't make any sense to me. I'm very confused. Oh, and by the way, you can skip this checkpoint. So instead of dropping down and going to the checkpoint right below you, you are so low to the ground driving this bike that you can just squeak past that log and totally skip. But I also believe if you go down to that checkpoint, it is impossible. I tried it a couple different times and I timed out both times there. So if you're trying out the King Crab on white belt in multiplayer, be sure to skip that checkpoint. There's been some really fun tracks to try out on Track Central if you guys are looking for more than just the base game stuff that Redlynx made. There's a track that I made called King, Dave's made a track, Desco's made a track, and then there was one other really tough King Crab track that came out that was a front wheel back wheel. I think Matlan created that. So there are some more stuff to definitely play and to test out your skills with this new bike. Let me know what you guys think about this bike. Is it a meme? Is it helpful or healthy for the community to have this type of content? Why or why not? I've heard people in the community exclaiming their concern with having a bike such as this, that they're not focusing on the priority things right now, like the freezes / stutters that are constantly occurring on every console, and the UI that could be freshened up a little bit. But I think that having this type of content is really nice. Do you guys think that it maybe brings a little more variety, a fresh new coat of paint maybe? Overall, I think this bike brings a lot to the table and a lot of challenges to be had, pushing yourself with, you know, something that is not a traditional type of ninja or speedrun bike. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about everything we talked about, and I'll see you guys in the stream or the next video. Peace.